In this video, I'm going to be ranking the top 10 best diamond cards right now in NBA 2K23 My Team. Let me know in the comment section down below who are some of your guys' favorite diamond cards in my team right now, and let me know what you guys would change about my top 10. But coming in at my number 10 spot is going to be the free diamond moments Jrue Holiday. He's a point guard, shooting guard, 6'3" with a 6'7" wingspan. I think he's going to be an elite defender. I mean, he has a 96 steal, 96 lateral quickness with a 95 perimeter. Then he's also got an 80 block and an 88 interior defense. So he's going to be an elite defender, especially at the point guard position. Offensively wise, I mean, he's not going to be the greatest. I mean, he only has a 65 driving dunk, which definitely isn't the best thing to see. I mean, he does have a 91 3 ball, 93 speed, 93 acceleration, so he's not going to be the worst offensive point guard in the game, but his jump shot is also on quick timing, so that is nice to see. So he's got a good jump shot and a good 3-ball rating, just really doesn't have the greatest dribble six. All around though, I think Jrue Holiday going to be the 10th best diamond card, being a really good defender, having some good Hall of Fame defensive badges, and all around being the 10th best diamond card. Now coming in, I'm at number 9 spot. Is going to be a very comparable and a very similar point guard to the Jrue Holiday card. They're both point guard, shooting guard, 6'3" with a 6'4" wingspan. I'm talking about Diamond Stephon Marbury. I mean, they're both just elite defensive point guards. Marbury's got a 94 steal, 95 lateral quickness, 95 perimeter with an 81 interior defense. For me, they're about the same on the defensive side of things. I do think Marbury is just a tiny bit better on offense, having a 92 ball handle, 95 speed with ball. He's also a bit faster, 95 speed, 95 acceleration, and I feel like going to the rim and getting dunking animations, I do think Marbury is a decent amount better, having an 85 driving dunk and a 90 vertical as well, compared to Jrue Holiday, who does have an 85 vertical but only a 65 driving dunk. So I think Marbury is probably a little bit better on the offensive end. Also, jump shot wise, I think his jump shot's probably just a little bit easier to green. Yes, it's not going to be on quick timing like Jrue Holiday's, but I do think his jump shot is a little bit better on Marbury, and then he also does have the Trae Young dribble style, so I do believe his movement is just going to be a tiny bit better. So very, very close between Stephon Marbury and Jrue Holiday. A very fair argument if you wanted to put Jrue Holiday over Stephon Marbury, but for me, I do think he's a little bit better. Now coming in, I'm at number 8 spot. Is just going to be a great all-around diamond card, and that's going to be Diamond Thurl Bailey. He's a power forward, small forward, 6'11" with a 7-foot wingspan. I mean, he's basically just a budget pink diamond Giannis. He's got a good jump shot, 83 ball, 84 mid-range. Like I said, he does have a good release because of this Romeo Langford base. If you guys have been playing my team for the past couple months, you'll know this Romeo Langford base is really, really elite. And then defensively, yes, he might not have the greatest defensive stats and badges, but he is 6'11" at the small forward spot or the power forward position, and he does have a really good player model in game and gets some really good defensive animations. So all around, I think Thurl Bailey is probably going to be the 8th best diamond card. And then guys, coming in, I'm at number 7 spot. I think these next two power forwards are very, very similar, and you could honestly flip them just like Jrue Holiday and Stephon Marbury. You could really go either way. For me though, I think the number 7 spot is going to go to Diamond Evan Mobley. He's a power forward center, 7-foot with a 7'4" wingspan. So he is super versatile, and the fact that he can play the center position as well as the power forward, I do think he's going to be a lot better at power forward though, just because his player model is really good in game for a power forward, but he's a little bit skinny. It doesn't really have like the wider player model like a Dwight Howard or a Shaq or kind of a D-Rob type center build. So I would say he's probably better at power forward. Now defensively, stats wise, he's going to be super elite, having a 92 block, 92 interior defense, also having an 84 steal, 86 perimeter, and an 86 lateral quickness. So I mean, defensively, card's going to be a monster, has Hall of Fame anchor, clamps, menace, post lockdown, rebound chaser. I mean, there's no question to be asked. This card is a great defender and also pretty fast, 85 speed, 85 acceleration. For me, one of the bigger flaws is probably going to be his jump shot on slow timing. It's not a bad release if it was on normal, but the fact that it's on slow is just going to make his jump shot a little bit too slow sometimes. But all around, like I said, Evan Mobley going to be the 7th best diamond card. And then coming in on my number 6 spot, like I was saying earlier, Evan Mobley and Serge Ibaka, who's on my number 6 spot, is very, very close and very similar at the power forward position. Serge is 6'10" with a 7'4" wingspan. I also think Serge has a way better player model. I mean, that wingspan, they're about the same. Height is a little bit worse to Serge Ibaka, but he's got a way better player model in my opinion, because he does have kind of a wider player model. So honestly, it might be sounding really weird because he's 3 inches shorter, or 2 inches shorter, I should say. I think Serge Ibaka is probably actually a better center card just because of the player model, but stats wise, they're going to be very similar. I mean, Serge is just a little bit better on the defensive end and has Hall of Fame anchor, post lockdown, and pogo stick. So they're both the same on the defensive end. I would say Serge is maybe a little bit better, but offensively is definitely where I like Serge a lot more. He's way better at finishing around the rim. He's got a 95 driving dunk, 90 standing dunk, compared to Evan Mobley. I mean, 80 driving dunk, 85 standing dunk. Definitely a difference there in the offensive finishing. And he's also got Hall of Fame limitless takeoff and Hall of Fame posterizer as well. We look at the animations though. And this is a pretty big difference as well. Serge Ibaka's jump shot on normal timing, and I do think it's a decent amount better jump shot. It's not like way better, but I do think you can definitely note a difference in the releases. So for me, all around, I do think Serge is just going to be a little bit better overall as a diamond card compared to Evan Mobley. And then guys, halfway into my list here, coming in at the number 5 spot is going to be Diamond Wang ZZ. He's a center 7 foot with a 7'5" wingspan. I mean, his stats don't really look that crazy in game or badges, but if you guys have used this Wang card, he is an absolute demigod at the center position. He's got such a good player model. He plays way better defense than the stats and badges do show, and he's going to be super nice on the offensive end, having a 93 3 ball, 90 mid-range with Hall of Fame catch and shoot, claymore, and corner specialist as well. So I mean, this card, an elite 3-point shooter, and does have a very solid jump shot. And now guys, coming in at my number 4 spot is going to be a very comparable and a very similar center to Wang ZZ, and that is going to be Diamond Kristaps. It's another one of these toss-ups, just like Serge Ibaka, Evan Mobley, Stephon Marbury, Jrue Holiday. I think Wang and Kristaps are very similar at the center position, at least in their play style and what they provide for you on the court. I mean, Kristaps is another really tall center. He's 7'3" with a 7'6" wingspan. He can shoot the lights out, 93 ball, 90 mid-range, just like Wang as Hall of Fame catch and shoot, corner specialist, deadeye. The only difference is that Kristaps does have Hall of Fame limitless, and I think Kristaps is probably a little bit better on the defensive side of things. Jump shot wise, I'm not exactly sure whose release I like better. I'm leaning towards Kristaps, but it's very close. And like I said, I think Kristaps is just a little bit better as a diamond card compared to Wang ZZ, but very close at the center position. And then guys, breaking into my top 3 is going to be Diamond Luol Deng. I mean, he's easily one of the best diamond cards. He's a small forward shooting guard, 6'9" with a 7-foot wingspan. I mean, him being 6'9" at the shooting guard spot is super valuable, especially with these defensive stats. He's got a 96 steal, 96 lateral quickness with a 95 perimeter as well. That he's also got an 88 block and an 88 interior defense. I mean, the card's going to be an amazing defender. He's also got some good Hall of Fame defensive badges, including Challenger, Clamps, Glove, and Menace as well. Offensively, he does have a 93 ball, 90 mid-range, and a very decent jump shot, I would say. I mean, this Donovan Mitchell base, I do think is very solid. It's going to be on quick timing as well, so pretty fast jump shot. And then movement-wise, is going to be super elite, especially for a 6'9" shooting guard. I mean, he's got the MJ dribble style, D-Mitch size up, and the Kevin Durant escape, so he's going to move very similar to a guy like Donovan Mitchell, and he's a 6'9" shooting guard, which is obviously going to be really nice to see. So I think for me, Luol Deng going to be the 3rd best diamond card. Now, guys, on my number 2 spot is going to be Diamond Shea. He's always been one of the best diamond cards in the game since he dropped in that Tis of Season set. He's a point guard shooting guard, 6'6" with a 6'11" wingspan. I would say still probably a top 5 point guard in the game. He's just going to be 6'6" at the point guard position, really nice on the offensive end, 92 speed, 92 acceleration, 85 3 ball, 90 mid-range. He can drive to the cup, having Hall of Fame clamp breaker, quick first step, and a 90 ball handle and a 92 speed with ball. And then jump shot wise, he does have a great release. The Shea base, Shea upper on quick timing is going to be super easy to green, and it's going to be a fairly fast jump shot as well. And then he also does have the MJ dribble style, so his movement's going to be really good for a 6'6" guard. All around though, I think Shea is going to be the 2nd best diamond card. And then guys, coming in on my number 1 spot is going to be the new Diamond Joe Smith. He was obviously the lock-in for the Lunar New Year drop. He's a small forward, power 40, 6'10" with a 7'2" wingspan. I mean, this card is basically just a budget Tim Thomas, I would say, or very comparable to a guy like Tim Thomas. I mean, at least stats and badges wise, they're very similar in a sense. And then jump shot wise, that's definitely where the difference is. I'm not saying he's as good as Tim Thomas, but he does have some pretty good dribble sigs. Obviously not having, you know, the Steve Francis size up like a guy like Tim Thomas has, but I do think he has a pretty good jump shot and some decent movement, some decent sigs, and the normal leaner as well. So for me, I think Joe Smith going to be the best diamond card. But guys, let me know in the comment section down below, like I said at the start, who are your guys' favorite diamond cards in the game right now, and let me know what you guys would change about my top 10. But I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.